How to handle a narcissist without losing yourself. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling confused, drained, or doubting yourself? You replay the argument in your head and think, wait, was that really my fault? If yes, you might be dealing with a narcissist. Today, I'll show you exactly how to handle a narcissist, not by changing them, but by protecting your mind, your peace, and your power. Stay till the end, because the final step is what actually breaks their control. Narcissists aren't always loud or obvious. Some are charming, some play the victim, some look successful, caring, even spiritual. But the pattern is the same. They leave people emotionally exhausted. Let's break this down using psychology step by step. Understand the narcissist. First, you need to understand how a narcissist's mind works. A narcissist is driven by three things: validation, control, protection. Don't seek connection. They seek supply, attention, admiration, emotional reactions. This is why logic doesn't work. This is why explaining your feelings doesn't work. This is why empathy rarely works. Once you stop expecting emotional fairness from them, you stop getting trapped. Why arguments never work. When you argue with a narcissist, you think you're discussing facts. They're not. They're shifting blame or writing history, testing how much control they still have. That's why conversations go in circles. That's why you leave feeling crazy. Psychology calls this gaslighting, making you doubt your own reality. Rule number 1. Never argue to be understood by a narcissist. Emotional detachment. This is where real power begins. Emotional detachment doesn't mean being rude or cold. It means you stop giving them emotional fuel. You respond instead of react, pause instead of explain, observe instead of defend. Narcissists feed on emotional intensity, anger, tears, guilt, praise. No emotion equals no reward. The gray rock method. One of the most effective tools is the gray rock method. You become boring, neutral answers, flat tone, no personal details. Example: narcissist: why are you so quiet lately? You: just bisino explanation apologino emoshanthi may push harder at first. That's normal. You're watching control being withdrawn. Boundaries that actually work. Most people fail here. They say, please don't talk to me like that. A narcissist hears, keep going, just more gently. Real boundaries sound like this: if you speak to me like that, I will leave the conversation. And then you Levino debateno, warning, no second chance in the same moment. Boundaries only work when followed by action. Stop oversharing. This part is critical. Narcissists store personal information like ammunition. Your fears, mistakes, insecurities, trauma. They remember everything. Later, they will use it to shame you, to control you, to hurt you. Sure less. Protect your inner world. Privacy is power. Watch patterns, not promises. Narcissists are excellent with words. They apologize, dramatic promise change agree when exposed. But behavior doesn't change. If the same thing happens again and again, it's not a mistake, it's a pattern. Believe patterns, not speeches. The hardest but strongest move. Eventually, you must ask yourself one honest question: do I feel calmer or smaller after interacting with this person? If the answer is smaller, distance is not cruelty, it's self-respect. Sometimes the only way to win is less contact or no contact. You don't defeat a narcissist by proving them wrong. You defeat them by becoming unavailable to manipulation. The moment you stop reacting, stop explaining, stop chasing validation, their power disappears. If this video helped you, like so more people can protect themselves. Subscribe for more psychology-based truth. And comment below, peace over ego. Because healing is not loud, it's quiet and powerful.